In Philadelphia last night's presidential debate, Vice President Harris with a reminder for voters on the fence.
It's important to remind the former president you're not running against Joe Biden, you're running against me. Clearly, I am not Joe Biden, and I am certainly not Donald Trump.
Former president firing back.
I've never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else.
Both comments from the ABC News presidential debate. The Harris campaign calling for a second debate. Donald Trump says he's considering it. Hurricane Francine hours away from barreling into Louisiana.
You think about that northern side and all of the rain that keeps coming down, figuring out where those winds are going to be and how long they set up as well, especially places like Lake Pontchartrain, up and down the Louisiana coastline, over to portions of Mississippi.
Fox Weather's Craig Rymer in New Orleans. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
It's not every day that There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
That day, so many of us do, 23 years ago today. That's hard to believe. It is Patriots Day. We'll have much more on that coming up on what is going to be a busy morning here on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We also have an eye on the weather nationally and what this Hurricane Francine hitting Louisiana apparently later this morning could do to our weather here. And we'll have more on that coming up. But topping our local news, Darren Lopez Roque, age 41, was arrested just 30 miles from the Texas-Mexico border after being on the run for less than 24 hours. Lopez wanted for the murder of 25-year-old Ana Garcia from Cleveland. The Cleveland Police Department worked closely with Texas Rangers and local law enforcement to track Roque down. Investigators continuing their efforts to bring Lopez back to Tennessee to face the first-degree murder charges. There were multiple school threats in Hamilton County on Tuesday, and students were arrested on Tuesday, according to Chattanooga Times Free Press this morning. There were 3 separate threats of mass violence by students in Hamilton County schools. The first at Hickson Middle School, which a student said, quote, he was going to shoot the gym up, end quote. The second incident at Red Bank Middle School, where a student claimed that he had a bomb in his backpack. And then the third at Soddy Daisy Middle School. School officials say a student threatened to, quote, shoot up the school, end quote. Each student charged with threats of mass violence being held at the Hamilton County Juvenile Detention Center. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office said there are no threats to any of these schools, according to the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department. Also, the Chattanoogan.com reports that a student was arrested on this week, Monday, after threatening to bomb Hunter Middle School. Cleveland State Community College has partnered with Starplex Scientific Corporation to launch a new mechatronics technician apprentice program. 2 Starplex maintenance technicians are the first participants, gaining over 5,000 hours of hands-on training. Starplex HR manager said the program helps employees grow both personally and professionally. State news this morning, Orano USA, it's a French company specializing in nuclear energy, is set to build a multi-billion-dollar uranium enrichment facility in Oak Ridge. The project will bring 300 jobs to the area. It comes as the United States seeks to reduce its reliance on imported uranium, particularly from Russia. And finally, this morning, in celebration of first responders, Garden Plaza at Cleveland is excited to host a complimentary breakfast today. Matter of fact, beginning now, 7 a.m. until 9 a.m. this morning. As Ken Boland, executive director, says, quote, "We warmly invite all first responders to join us for this special event, where they'll have the opportunity to connect with our wonderful residents. We show our appreciation for their dedication and service." End quote. That's a full breakfast for all first responders beginning now, 7 a.m. until 9 a.m. at Garden Plaza, Cleveland. It is 7:07, local and state news. And yes, this is Patriot Day as we remember the events, the terrorist attacks of 23 years ago today. And Bridget, when we say 23 years ago, can't believe it.
Yeah, it is hard to believe. But yeah, we will never forget what happened that day. And yeah, definitely we remember that here on September 11th.
Going to be marking that in several ways today, also with our friends at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Cleveland. We're teaming up with them. We're going to be delivering a bunch of Firehouse subs to first responders today. At lunchtime, we'll have more on that. Coming up a little bit later, our first check of traffic at now 7:08 on September 11th.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art, automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
Well, if you're a Eminem Marshall Mathers fan, he's going to open the MTV VMAs tonight, Video Music Awards. And, well, I tell you how you can open your day today with a great breakfast. Hardee's Hardee's Wake Up. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast includes a made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuit, biscuits and gravy. Also, their country fried steak biscuit. Choose 2 of the same or mix and match for delicious breakfast variety. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Hey, do we have any Hardee's combos available to us? Do you know?
I will go check.
All right. Hey, Sheridan, do we have any Hardee's combos? No. Well, I was going to give one away.
Well,
that's sad times.
Be an IOU, just like
sad
everything
times.
else.
Yeah, IOU. No, I'm not gonna. We don't have them. I'm not gonna do it.
Hopefully, we'll get some soon.
Nicole Morsehead hates me. So,
good.
I mean, yeah. And Julia Scoggins loves me, and that's all that matters. And then Mark Johnson's never heard of me. So, anyway, well, we'll do that maybe tomorrow.
Sounds
hey, can
good.
we work on that today, please? All right. We'll effort that. Good morning. Now this from Hardee's.
The best things in life. The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
At Mermaid Mattress, we've been obsessed with helping you sleep better for over 45 years.
And as a mom of a newborn, I understand the importance of a good night's sleep.
What happened to you?
Your grandson.
This Labor Day, we have the best deals on Mermaid mattresses right here in Chattanooga.
Like our memory foam or 2-sided anniversary mattress in any size for only $5.95.
And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Did Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawlspace Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Made Mattress Weather Center.
When Elmer and Joy Murray started making mattresses, the company was called Made by Murray or Murray Made. Thank you for continuing to support the same family-owned and locally made business, Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, partly cloudy skies during the day, a high of 88, a low of 65 this evening with cloudy skies tonight and a slight chance of a rain shower. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers for the afternoon, a high of 73 and a low of 67 tomorrow night with cloudy skies and then occasional rain after midnight tomorrow night. And then on Friday, cloudy skies, rain showers and scattered thunderstorms, rain during the morning, the thunderstorms during the afternoon, potential for heavy rainfall on Friday with a high of 70. 78. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 60 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Key Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
The Early Learning Academy at Westmore Church is now open. westmorechurch.com/ELA.
Mix 104.1.
Good morning and welcome back. It is now 6:13 on this Wednesday morning, and as you're up and at 'em and stepping out the door, you probably noticed temperatures are still comfortable. Now, it's not as chilly as it was yesterday morning, or cool, but it's still in the 50s in Cleveland and Athens at 58 and 59, 58 in Blue Ridge, 65 here in Chattanooga, and 62 in Dayton. So I'd call this a very comfortable morning. By the afternoon, we'll have more cloud cover, so temperatures may be a degree or two cooler than yesterday, reaching 88 in Chattanooga, 87 in Dayton, 81 in Murphy and Blue Ridge, and 86 down in Scottsboro. Now, we do have some cloud cover starting to stream in, all thanks to what is Hurricane Francine. Not a whole lot of rain here across the southeast just yet, but as we take a look at satellite and radar, here's a look at Category 1 storm Francine. About to bring some pretty heavy rain to the Louisiana coastline. Now, this is still several hours from landfall, probably going to be later this afternoon, somewhere along the central coast of Louisiana, just to the west of New Orleans. So this is going to continue to push to the northeast. And here's a better look at Francine. Again, where you see those whites and purples there, that means the storm's strengthening, the higher cloud tops. So tapping into some moisture up there, a lot of lightning with this. So not necessarily a defined eye wall, but we are seeing 90-mile-per-hour sustained winds around the center of circulation, and this is moving to the northeast at about 10 miles per hour. So it's going to be a pretty nasty day for those folks down in Louisiana, Mississippi, and coastal portions of Alabama. Hurricane warnings are posted in the red, tropical storm warnings in the blue. This will likely strengthen to Category 2 strength, maybe with 100-mile-per-hour maximum winds, and then move inland over the next couple of days, and then kind of just stall out just to our west as we move into the weekend. And that's going to bring us multiple rounds of rains. Now, our highest impact is going to be tomorrow and Friday. We could have wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, especially west of Chattanooga. There will be a low-end tornado threat as we get into your Thursday and maybe even Friday. This is going to be southwest of Chattanooga across Alabama, and we could have a few spotty power outages as well. So talking about that severe threat, you can see the yellow. That's going to be your highest risk into Birmingham, Montgomery. But we also have a marginal risk, which is just to the southwest of Chattanooga, including Jackson County. Low-end tornado threat. Again, we have these systems coming inland. You'll have a little bit of extra spin, and sometimes you can get a brief spin up or two. The highest risk going to be just to our south across Alabama and portions of central Georgia. So that's something we're going to watch pretty closely as we get into your Thursday. But for now, we're looking at a landfalling system a little bit later today. Rain going to stay away for your Wednesday, maybe a few showers tonight, and then this is going to continue to push into Mississippi. But notice the heaviest, more consistent rain going to be just to our west. However, we're going to have waves of moisture moving up as we continue into your Thursday. Sometimes the rain will be heavy and continue through the evening hours. Now, as we get into your Friday and even into the weekend, the system kind of just stalls out. So we're going to be on the east side, so we're still going to be able to tap into that Gulf moisture. And it looks like we're going to have multiple rounds of rain Friday as well, as we have a stationary boundary kind of just set up shop right over us. And then this low pressure is going to try to sink back to the south. So as we get into your Saturday and even Sunday, we're going to have more rain here across the Tennessee Valley. In fact, there's going to be a pretty good swath of 2 to even 5 inches across Middle Tennessee down into Mississippi. Here locally, I'm thinking anywhere from 1 to 3 inches, still a pretty good bet. Again, we're very close to that heaviest swath of rain. So if the system was to push just a little further to the east, we're going to see higher amounts of rainfall. However, the further north and east you go, lower amounts. The further south and west you go, we're going to have some higher amounts here across the Local 3 coverage area. For today, though, we're staying dry. 88 going to be a fairly nice day. Increasing clouds going to be a warm one. 67.
A social studies teacher at Lake Forest Middle School. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app It's the Simmons Bank Celebration List. Simmons Bank works hard to help make your customers' dreams come true. Call Ken Du, 423-381-3427.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. On this September 11th, don't forget Garden Plaza is serving a full breakfast for all first responders. It's happening now through 9 a.m. Garden Plaza in Cleveland on Keith Street. They're showing their appreciation of first responders on Patriots Day this September 11th. Also, multiple school threats in Hamilton County schools on Tuesday. We'll have more on that. Also, Darren Lopez Roque arrested 30 miles from the Texas-Mexico border after being on the run for less than 24 hours, wanted for the murder of a 25-year-old Cleveland woman. Those stories and more in full detail at the top of the hour. Also, we have a special presentation coming up here in just a few minutes. Because Friday night, which the game is, all of our local games are on schedule at this point. And, of course, we're really watching the weather very closely. But the goal game is with Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month is Friday night. That's the Walker Valley at Bradley game. Friday night, kickoff 7 o'clock at Bear Stadium. But we're going to have representatives from those organizations, plus both head football coaches from Walker Valley, Drew Akins, Damon Floyd of Bradley, all coming in here in just a few minutes. So getting ready for that game. Like I said, at this point, the games are still on the same schedule as they have been at 7:22.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway at any time at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate still looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Just as seasons change, exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance. They're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. Stop by one of their offices in Cleveland, Athens, or Chattanooga, 950 25th Street in Cleveland, in front of Ace Hardware. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
John the Builder. This is John the Builder at
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Maybe it began with a little girl following a kaleidoscope of butterflies to a place beyond her dreams. But then it became a real kaleidoscope that you can walk and fly through, where we don't just welcome you, we celebrate you. As the colors swirl and spin, there's definitely beauty in this place, but it's also in those around you, and the memories will live in our hearts forever.
Dollywood, love every moment.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School.
Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a busy family? Direct Primary Care Associates has helped the Rogers family and how they do medicine.
Direct Primary Care Associates has been a great support to our family. It's taken the doctor's office experience from a nightmare to a dream. I'm able to come in with all 3 of my kids. I'm seen in a timely manner by really professional, wonderful people.
Yeah, Direct Primary Care has been great for us, whether it's a bump or a bruise or a gash on the arm, or whether it's a fever at night or a stomach ache. We're able to either text our doctors through the app and ask questions, or we're able to get an appointment relatively pretty quick and be able to be seen that same day or next day usually. And it's changed the way that we view medicine.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Is the place to be for breakfast and lunch. Their lunch special today is meatloaf with 2 sides and a roll. Their sides include mashed potatoes, green beans, coleslaw, mac and cheese, fried cabbage. They also have great desserts. They have burgers, chicken salad as well. They also have banana nut, pumpkin, and zucchini bread right now as well. That's all at Green Acres, Georgetown Road in Cleveland, across from Caney's Creek Cherokee Elementary School.
Tennessee Valley weather.
Today's best mix and best variety. This is Mix 104.1. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Now is the time to take advantage of 5 years interest-free financing when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic mattress set from this area's original Tempur-Pedic dealer, Mermaid Mattress.
For today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 88, a low of 65 this evening with cloudy skies this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy during the morning and then on and off rain showers during the afternoon, a high of 73 and a low of 67 tomorrow night. Cloudy skies tomorrow night, rain after midnight. And then on Friday, rain throughout the day, potential for heavy rainfall and a high of 78. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 61 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Lucy Rymer is the executive director of the Museum Center at 5 Points, and happy anniversary today.
Good morning. Happy anniversary to the museum. It's big number 25 today.
It's a huge day. I never will forget it. Of course, Cleveland Mayor Tom Rowland with the original idea for the museum. And I think we did a 4 or 5 hour live broadcast with no commercials.
Oh, my stars.
And it was me and, oh my goodness, Mrs. Jackson Furniture Industries.
Oh, okay. Carolyn
Jackson, that's right. So talk about the museum, Lucy, over 25 years.
Wow. I mean, what a big accomplishment for our community, and what a change to downtown since 1999. But, the process actually started 1992 is when Tom Rowland, Mayor Tom, asked for a feasibility study to be done to see if we could do this. And that study found that we had no way at that time to preserve or display our culture, our history. And so a group of people got together and they went on a 7-year journey to construct the museum. Of course, it opened in 1999 on September 11th. And it's been so much fun. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been looking back through old documents. There's a newspaper I found that was Cleveland Daily Banner, of course, dedicated 100% to the museum. And you see just the entire community coming together. So many people that supported. I think every school system, every child helped raise a little bit of money to start the museum. Of course, we had several major donors in there as well. And there was some doubt, surrounding whether or not it would make it. But 25 years later, here we are, better than ever. And we're just so excited to celebrate throughout the year.
Well, Lucy, you're doing a tremendous job, and I know your board just does a great job, takes it very seriously.
Yes, they do. I have a fantastic board, some really great supporters. Andrew Dinsmore from Publix is on our board. Yep. Zach Brooks joined our board this year.
Oh, is that right?
So we've got not only representatives from the city, the county, but now we've got the state too.
There we go.
So we're fortunate to have our municipalities and so much support from them. Let's say we've got Bill Martin from Pinnacle is on our board. Terry Winstead from HHM. Angela Neblett from the YMCA board joined this year. Chuck Swafford from Ocoee Cigars. We've got a lot of great new members, great long-term members, like you mentioned, Carolyn Jackson. We've got Hank Matheny on the board, part of that same family. He's walked hand in hand with me ever since through COVID. And, there have been times when I tell people I talk to Hank more than I do my own husband. And that's not a lie. I talk to him all the time.
Hank's pretty bright. Hey. But one of the great things about our museum center at 5 Points, Lucy, has got to be the events that you're offering. And boy, you've got another one, a great one coming up. My friend Mark Pastrang right here.
Absolutely. I'm excited to have Mark here with me today. We have created a partnership with PPPP, Proudly Presents, and the Undertakers to bring some live music to downtown Cleveland. That's their mission. But as we know, I've got a music series, a concert series each year called Music Under the Stars, and we are very happy to host one of their bands this year. So I'll let Mark tell you a little bit about them.
Good morning, Mark.
Yeah, good morning. Such a cool thing. Cleveland it's been growing, right? It's continually growing, but it still has that small town feel. And so it doesn't take long when you get involved in certain things to meet a whole lot of people and realize you have so many things in common. And that's how this kind of collaboration with the museum was born. We've been doing house shows at our place since 2015. PPPP proudly presents. It's Pastrang's Pick and Palace Productions proudly presents. That's our brand. And then some like-minded folks that also do shows. We've sort of formed this loose collaboration called the Undertakers. We're undertaking to bring live music to downtown venues. And so we met with Lucy. We've done some shows in some other places, but this is really a great fit when we have these cultural related bands. And so we brought Country Gong Bang, bluegrass from South Korea, to play at the Museum and Cultural Center. Perfect fit. And now we have, there'll be a local opener, Tyson Lehman, and then a band that when you hear the name, you're almost going to laugh, Larry and Joe. It sounds as basic as you can get, but this is one of the most unique bands you will ever hear. Larry is a Venezuelan harpist. He's a very, very well-known from Venezuela, incredibly talented harp player. And Joe Troop, multi-instrumentalist, has lived in Argentina, has lived in Japan also, but is from the United States. They are Larry and Joe. And it's music, it's a fusion of Latin and American bluegrass, Latin music, Latin folk music and American bluegrass that if you have any interest in music at all, this will tickle your brain. It's the coolest thing. And so I just can't encourage people enough to come out and take advantage of this great opportunity that the museum is helping us provide. So,
Lucy, tell us more about it.
Sure. So it's next week, Friday, September 20th. The show starts at 6:30, but the courtyard actually opens at 6. So get there early. Bring your chairs. People will get there early. Usually people get there even before the courtyard opens. There's not a whole lot we can do about that.
That's true.
We were offering a meal, a limited seating meal beforehand, but that is sold out. As of last night, about 10:30, I checked it, and those tickets are gone. I always tell people get them very early. Kim's food is delicious. So if you don't get the food, that's okay. We will still have a concession stand available. We do ask that no one bring any outside food or drinks into the museum. But we are being there. Bring your chair. It's going to be a beautiful night. It's supposed to rain this weekend, but next week's looking good so far. Again, the show starts at 6:30. That will be Tyson Lehman will play first for about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll take a short break. Larry and Joe will come on about 7:30, and they'll finish out the night. Like Mark said, Latin grass. Latin and bluegrass. It's
Latin
really
grass.
Latin grass. It's a great mixture, and I know harp, people think a lady in like a white gown playing beautiful, slow, angelic music. That is not this. This is like a dude in a cowboy hat, like playing that harp like it's a guitar. I've never.
Is that right, Mark?
It's amazing.
Yeah. No, it really is incredible. He was recognized at a very young age in Venezuela for his musical talent. Has since come to the United States, but he plays a very unique type of harp. The Venezuelan harp is different than a standard harp. It looks a little different. But yeah, just absolutely incredible. And he will play 3 different instruments in the course of the night. He'll play his harp, a little 4-stringed instrument called a cuatro, and then also stand-up bass, while Joe will be playing either banjo, fiddle, or guitar. They both sing. It's just, for 2 people on stage, that you cannot believe the sounds that they get. It's really fabulous.
Can we look up clips or something on YouTube or something, or websites or anything?
Yeah, you can just look up Larry and Joe music.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Yep.
All right. Lucy, how do we get all the information about the museum?
Sure. The best way to find out about Music Under the Stars and Larry and Joe, we're calling it Bluegrass and Blues, is just to go on our website, www.museumcenter.org, or you can visit our Facebook page. It is on our events there. Again, the meal tickets are sold out, but there's plenty of courtyard tickets left. We can fit up to 1,300 people in our courtyard, and I would love to see that just completely full for these guys. Tickets are only $15. All kids get in free. If you are a museum member, it's only $5 for your ticket, or at some levels it's free at our upper levels of membership. I do want to mention we do have a membership special going on right now for our 25th anniversary. Individual memberships are only $25. Couple memberships, which cover basically your whole family, because kids are free to most things, are only $50 this year. So it's a great time to join the museum. That gets you not just admission and discounts here locally, but also free admission to museums all over the United States.
Wow.
It's a great
Happy
time.
25th anniversary to the Museum Center at 5 Points today. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to the big concert September 20th. Hey, the website one more time, Lucy.
Sure, it's www.museumcenter.org.
Thank you, Lucy. Mark, great to see you. One of the early supporters of the Museum Center at 5 Points, Larry McDaniel, and the Town Squire. Sports is next. Did you know the Town Squire offers everything you need to build a complete wardrobe? The Town Squire, your go-to men's store, with a wide range of suits, sport coats, dress slacks, shirts, ties, belts, and shoes. The Town Squire's fall wardrobe sales in full swing. No better time to stop in and refresh your style. Let Larry and his staff help you discover just how good you can look with comfort and confidence. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland. Hey, Bobby, you got a minute? I got to do sports.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you hang on?
Yeah, that's fine. No
You want
problem.
to tell me something deep and dark, because we are on the air. Any secrets you want to
No.
reveal here?
No, I'm not good at putting me on.
Just
the spot.
hang on. Just hang on a second. That's all I want to say. All right, Braves shut out the Nationals last night, 12-0. They'll be at it again tonight, 6:45 here on Mix 104.1, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. High school soccer last night. Cleveland High School over McMinn County, 2-1 in overtime. East Hamilton volleyball swept Walker Valley last night. Lake Forest girls tennis defeated Ocoee Middle 5-4, but Ocoee Middle boys tennis over Lake Forest 7-2. We'll have ball calls tonight, 8 o'clock on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Don't forget, folks, we move ball calls on Wednesday nights at 8 over to ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM. You can listen to ESPN Cleveland 101.3 anywhere in the world. ESPN Cleveland 101.3.com, presented by TVFCU. And Bobby Ludwig is next.
At Wholesale Supply, we're more than just a plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. We're your partners.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
That's right. It is hump day.
Imitate the camel. All right. What's up this morning?
Hey, markets were mixed. The Dow down 92 to close at 40,737. The S&P up 24 to close at 5,496, and the Nasdaq up 141 points to close at 17,026. Back to you. Not much going on, Steve. Markets were mixed. We're waiting CPI report out this morning. That's our consumer price index to give us a read on inflation. We're anticipating Federal Reserve lowering rates coming towards the end of the year to slow the economy down, to speed the economy back up a little bit from a slowdown to get those inflation rates down, which they've been pretty successful on.
Hey, by the way, I just thought of something. Hey, hang on.
Yeah.
Bridget, hey, I just thought of something.
Yes.
So I'm up in the press box at Cleveland High School on last Friday night, and I looked down. Of course, first of all, saw Jordan Easley signing autographs. He walked in, which was embarrassing. But then I looked down, and here's Bobby Ludwig walking right in the middle of God and everybody. I don't know about Lord, but anyway. And I am screaming at you. Screaming.
Oh, okay.
Bobby! 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 Nothing. I mean, nothing. Well, maybe it's Jay Garcia's rap music too loud in there, probably. God almighty. You embarrassed me.
I think I was blinded by the lights, going on overhead.
It's a good song, by the way.
Epileptic seizures and but no. I'm sorry, Steve.
I say that he just intentionally ignored you. What is your problem over here? What is your problem?
Did you just say epileptic seizures to those lights at Cleveland High School? What, have you lost your mind? My God, I almost had a spit take. Don't ever say that when I'm drinking Scooter's coffee.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that was funny. That's the funniest thing you've said in 18 years. How do we get a hold of you?
I sent a sound, but no, anyway.
No,
hey,
I mean,
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve.
I was screaming. And then all the people in the press box looking at me like I'm an idiot. Well, of course I did. Anyway, but it's like, you know, Bobby.
Are you sure that changed anything? You didn't change your mind.
Bobby. Nothing. I mean, he is just dead on.
I'll look up next time.
Whatever. How do I get a hold of you? I don't really care, by the way.
Hey, give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs. 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station. And for all those Cleveland High School fans and students and teachers, the lights were fantastic.
What are you running for? Get off my phone. Hey, you jerk. I was looking dead at him. He's look at I'm screaming.
Good. That happens to you a lot, doesn't it?
That really does. All right. Well, let's get serious. We'll do that in about 30 seconds.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Bradley Concrete.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
It is September 11th. Never forget. Make sure you talk to your children today about what this day really means.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life.
make it perfect.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Dad, what do you want? I'm a little busy right now.
I've been thinking about this whole labor thing.
Yeah, me too.
Great. Well, if we offer up to $700 off Tempur-Pedic, you think we ought to throw in the free delivery too?
I'm talking about being in labor. I am not talking to you about Mermaid's Labor Day sales event right now.
Oh. Right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic or up to $900 on Stearns & Foster, plus get free local delivery.
Only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Ray Charles was at Lake Winnepesaukah 1984, probably. That's me to see Ray Charles
awesome.
At Lake Winnie
of all
in
places.
1984. Unbelievable.
Picture this.
Okay, fine. Let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list, and then we're going to talk to the coaches and Aaron Weatherford here.
All right. Happy birthday to Kristen Davis today over at Mermaid Mattress.
That's from Roger and Cindy Pickett.
Yes.
There we go. That's their second daughter, their younger
right.
daughter.
Yes.
She reminds her sister Lindsay all the time at Walker Valley.
Dennis Melton is having a birthday today. His family says he just retired from Bradley Parks and Rec in January. You can find him on the golf course every day of the week now. Also, Jacob Elliott is celebrating today. Abigail Tronero is Sweet 16 today, a sophomore at Bradley Central. She's a member of Vocal Motion Show Choir, Student Council, and Beta Club. That's from Mom, Dad, and Lucy. Andrew and Annie Altman celebrated their 3rd wedding anniversary yesterday. Andrew works over at Volunteer Energy. Jeannie Carden is having a birthday today. Her daughter sent that in to us. Sherry Greenwood is celebrating today. Her daughter-in-law sent that to us. And then Corbin Sluter is having a birthday today, a social studies teacher at Lake Forest. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they're with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
11 before 8. We're joined now by Aaron Weatherford, also coaches Damon Floyd and Drew Akins. Aaron, I'll begin with you. Good morning. How are you, buddy?
Good morning, Steve. I'm well, and yourself?
I'm doing good. So the Gold Game, tell us about how this started and also about this special game.
Absolutely. So this is our 3rd year hosting a Gold Game for pediatric cancer awareness in Cleveland and Bradley County. 3 years ago, myself, Ginger, and Gloria got together, 3 pediatric cancer families, and said we need to do more. We need to get awareness out there. We need to really try to do more to push gold, push the idea of, September is gold and it's pediatric cancer. It's not something we're trying to start. It's something that's, international. So we wanted to bring it to Cleveland. And we were thinking, how can we do that? So we actually reached out to one of the football coaches that I was good friends with, Drew Akins at Walker Valley, and he said, why don't we do that? And I'm like, oh, really? He said, yeah, I'll make it happen. So Drew took the reins on that 3 years ago and just made gold happen at Walker Valley when they were hosting Cleveland. So the following year we did it again. It was Cleveland at Walker, so 2 years in a row. And this year, Bradley wanted in on the action when Walker was visiting Bradley this year, and we got them in. And Bradley has been just as generous as Walker has with Drew. So Coach Damon and Drew have really embraced what can we do. It's more than football. It's more than the Clash of the Titans on a Friday night under the lights. It's about community, and both of these coaches have been overwhelmingly and incredibly generous and open, and it's all about the kids. It's all about awareness.
Drew Akins, we have a mutual friend, the Websters down at the Barn Nursery. I know it's very personal for you for what Lana went through down there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's when Aaron called, that's what made me go immediately into, okay, what can we do? How much can we do? I remember year one, it was kind of piecemeal together. I think it was like, hey, will y'all wear some stickers on your helmet? I was like, yeah, that one's easy, man. Like, let's do more. And it kind of turned into something bigger, even that year, bigger than we expected. And then year two, I remember last year, it was a really special night. And I remember pre-game, I go over to see all the kids, and I see the Webster family, and immediately just kind of break down and start crying, and just the memories of them and the memories of Lana. And we talk a little about Lana. They had a picture of Lana Beth, and just being able to hug their neck and tell them I love them and see them again. It was a really special moment in that night. And then this year, immediately I was trying to figure out, hey, how are we going to do this year? With us not hosting a county game, it became a little more difficult. So I called Coach Floyd, and I was like, hey, man, like, we've done this for the last 2 years. It's already kind of set up in the way, and Coach Floyd immediately was like, hey, man, we'll do whatever we need to do. So his willingness to do that, it means a lot, and it is close to my heart. It's something that has meant a lot to me for a long time. I tell people if I wasn't in coaching, I would be in pediatric cancer. That was the career path I was headed, and God kind of led me a different direction, but it never left my heart. So really, really happy about this night, and really happy to help any way we can spread awareness on this.
Damon Floyd, what's it mean to you to host this game Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, we're just honored to be a part of it. Like Drew said, when he called me, it was a no-brainer that, yeah, we're going to do this right now. And I do have to give credit to our administration and talking about how, welcoming Bradley has been. I've not really done a whole lot. We're obviously focused on the game, but our administration, specifically Andy McMahon, is taking the reins on this and helping them as much as we can. So, like I said, we're just honored to help show our support and, to be the host this year. It means a lot to us as well, and just do what we can to create some more awareness.
Here on, we're joined by, first of all, we're joined by coaches Drew Akins, Damon Floyd, Aaron Weatherford. The Gold game, now, Damon, Friday night, kickoff 7 o'clock. Now, we're already getting a lot of questions, a lot of people talking about the weather because of this hurricane, which is hitting Louisiana. We're supposed to get some weather off of that. What can you tell us? What's the latest?
I'm not sure. Me and Drew actually were just talking about it.
Are you a meteorologist? I thought you were. I didn't know.
We're waiting to find out ourselves. Coach Jackson came to me yesterday, honestly, and said, "Hey, what about Thursday?" So we look at Thursday. It doesn't look good. It doesn't, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe into Sunday. So I don't know. I guess there'll be a lot of discussions here in the next 24 hours to try to figure something out, whatever's the best case. But at this point, we really don't know.
It's all about the same. It looks like right now. Aaron, what does it mean to you and to Gloria and the Ginger, as you mentioned earlier, for these schools? The entire schools to do this and to be a part of this.
Mm-hmm. I think it shows a sense of morality. I think it shows that we're actually humanizing something that is here for so many families, and the schools are embracing it in such a way, not just from athletics, but from the administration, as Coach Damon said. And I've said this probably 10 times in the last week, all it takes is somebody to say yes. You say yes to the simplest thing, saying, yes, I'm going to do that one thing, even if it is putting stickers on helmets, even if it is, I'm not doing much, I'm just hosting it. I mean, that in itself is allowing a platform to come in and showing everyone that it's bigger than whatever you think it might be. So for the three of us and in each of our families, having that opportunity and that platform to just continue showcasing to our community what they already know. I mean, this community is phenomenal, and I'll say it every day. They're just amazing, and for us to be able to have a platform like this, because everyone attends these football games, and for the coaches to be willing to say yes. And now listen, I want to be clear. I know it's easy for each of these teams to say, yeah, sure, gold. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I get it. Like, yeah, gold. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're all into that. Sure. Like, I understand that it's easier for these two schools to say yes. But they're not shying away from it. I think if their colors were farthest from gold, they'd still be willing to figure out a way to make sure that these kids who go unseen so many times, and the stories that are impacting so many people, and not just in our community, not just the 10 families that are in active treatment right now, they would still say yes. And that really sometimes, and I don't have to tell these coaches, sometimes showing up is the biggest deal. Am I wrong? No. Just show up. Sometimes that's the hardest thing. So say yes to that one thing, and that's what they've done.
What's going to be happening Friday night as far as the organization is concerned, the Gold Out game? What's going to be taking place?
Yeah, so we've invited all of our area families to attend. They're going to be walking out onto the field. They're going to get acknowledged. We put together a video a couple years ago that really shows community, that shows football players of all different colors: blue, black, and gold, blue, and navy. Navy. Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Navy's a tough color.
It's some research prior to the interview, Aaron.
It's like I call myself out. I'm like, no, I know their colors, but I've never had to say it in the same sentence before.
Embarrassing.
This is weird.
Good Lord.
But being able to have those families there, to have that opportunity, not to single them out, more so than to acknowledge and provide them some honor. Like, give them, say, we see you. We know you're going through that, and we see you, and we are surrounding you. So the families will be there. I believe we have a video that we'll show. It's brief, 30 seconds maybe, and it actually shows the fighters and the angels that we call them angels of those who have passed, and each of our organizations, Mason's Light, Grayson Foundation, and Live in the Journey Foundation, will each have a booth there that you can come by, kind of learn what we do for these families. We all three do three different things, or three separate things for the families. And then it's a chance for just the families to come out and enjoy a game. Last year, I believe it was last year, and the year before, two separate families. Their families came to the game last year and said, we've never been to a football game. I said, never? They said, yeah, we've never seen a marching band. We've never seen cheerleaders. And I was like, well, this is your night. Like, enjoy it. Like, soak it in. This happens every Friday. I mean, there's at least 3 different stadiums that'll welcome you, I think. So, but it was a cool moment for them just to not feel singled out, but feel appreciated and honored and respected.
Can we talk a little football for a second? Drew Akins, your team comes off of a loss at Cleveland High School Friday night. How do you bounce back, and how are you heading into this game at Bradley Friday?
Yeah, I think bouncing back has been a little bit easier than it would have been if the 22-0 start would have continued throughout.
Wild game.
It was different. I've never had that. 22 points in the first quarter given up, and then we catch up by halftime. It's 22-20. It was definitely a weird game. I think we look at the positives. I think we go through and say, hey, we the second, third quarter, you went 23-0. And I think we just spent a ton of energy catching back up. And when they scored to make it 30-23, kind of took the wind out of our sails, and we weren't able to get back. So, I think anytime you're focused on results, it becomes hard to move forward. So we talk about our kids all the time. Hey, man, you got to focus on what it takes to win, not necessarily the wins and the losses. So our kids did a great job coming in Monday. I think our biggest thing right now, and I think Coach Floyd will say the same thing, we just got to get healthy, man. It's been a weird start to the year with sickness. We got a stomach bug going around, but just nicks and bumps and bruises. We've got to get healthy, and this game is important to get healthy, but really our region is where we got to get healthy. And right now we're just not. And it's nothing big. I mean, obviously with Zeke it's big, and with Eli it's big, but even our other starters, they just have little things that we've got to make sure that we take care of their bodies a little bit over the next few days. So that's the biggest thing. And that's just program-wise. We got to focus on the process of winning and not worry so much about the result. The results will take care of themselves if we just keep moving forward.
Damon Floyd, Bradley Central obviously had a tough loss last Friday at Maryville. Also, Your quarterback, Cash Bandy, I know he was injured in that game also. Is that right?
Yeah, right towards the end of the game. I kind of questioned myself, to be honest, at the end. But obviously him being new to us, we felt like we needed to get as many reps as we can. But, yeah, it was a tough loss. Maryville's a good team, and I think they were kind of waiting on us a little bit for last year. So, like Drew said, injuries change the game. Every year they ask us at the beginning of the year, media, what's your biggest fear as a coach? Every coach says injuries because it changes the game so much at our level because the depth is different at obviously the high school level. So, like he said, we're trying to get healthy, but we got to bounce back. If you can't get excited to play Walker Valley and Walker Valley can't get excited to play Bradley, you probably don't need to be playing football. So, the kids that get an opportunity this week, they'll have a great environment to play in, and these are memories that'll last forever. So, hopefully both sides will be excited, and I think you'll see a good game.
Walker Valley will be at Bradley Central High School Friday night, kickoff 7 o'clock. We'll have triple coverage on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, WCLE 99.1, and MixedTV.tv. We're checking the weather and checking it twice. Goal out game, yes, Friday night. Aaron Weatherford, I'll give you the final word. You would have taken it anyway. Aaron, again, just a special night. And what I love about it, these guys and these schools, they want to win. They're going to fight hard on the field. But, boy, I tell you, it speaks to the caring nature of Cleveland and Bradley County and to these two gentlemen individually.
It absolutely does. And for them to consistently be willing to say yes, as I mentioned, I'm sure they may just sometimes not think twice about some things. So like, that doesn't impact my game. Sure, maybe that's the case, but I don't think that is the case.
Very personal.
I think it can be personal because one saying that we say as pediatric cancer families is you're not a pediatric cancer family until you are, and that happens so quickly. We were eating Chick-fil-A, and then 6 hours later, we're on our journey. 7 years ago, 6 years ago. So it happens so quickly, and it's something that you get blindsided by, and then you just don't know what to expect. There's a lot of questions after that. So to live in a community where you don't have to ask many questions, you really just got to show up and say, "Hey, we're doing this thing," and immediately there's yeses. Immediately there's what can we do's. Immediately there's things already done that you didn't even realize needed to be done, but someone took care of it for you without you even realizing that you even needed it done. So this is one great example. This Gold Out game every year is a great example of community, of just showing up, of just saying yes, and being willing to use your platform for someone else's gain. And that's what our efforts are, and especially with our Live Foundation. We want that promotion. We want to get gold out there for September, because I think Gloria's mentioned it several times. Every month is gold for us, and it's something it's us now. That's our life.
The Gold Out game Friday night. Aaron Weatherford, Drew Akins, Damon Floyd. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. All right, it is September 11th. It's Patriots Day. The news is next. Stand by.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Mix 1041 is WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
This news update is brought to you by Jim Rush Funeral and Cremation Services, serving families for more than 45 years. 2 locations, Wildwood and North Ocoee. JimRushFuneralHomes.com.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
And taking a look at the Langley Roofing and traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop. Locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Mattress Weather Center, where Mermaid Mattress wishes daughter Kristen Davis a big happy birthday today.
When Elmer and Joy Murray started making mattresses, the company was called Made by Murray, or Murray Made. Thank you for continuing to support the same family-owned and locally made business, Mermaid Mattress.
For today, partly cloudy skies during the day, a high of 88. We'll have overcast skies this evening with a low of 65. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers during the afternoon, a high of 74 and a low of 67 tomorrow evening. We'll have more rain showers developing after midnight for tomorrow. And then on Friday, rainfall throughout the day, scattered thunderstorms during the afternoon, potential for heavy rainfall Friday with a high of 79. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 59 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar this morning. Things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. The debate started with a handshake.
Kamala Harris, let's have a good debate.
See you. Have fun.
Thank you.
The first at a presidential debate since 2016, and then the shots were fired.
She doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run.
If Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban.
It's a lie. I'm not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban.
Sound courtesy of ABC News. Now, after the debate, Taylor Swift endorsed Harris, signing her Instagram post, Taylor Swift, childless cat lady, in a jab to Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance. Former President Trump, President Biden, Kamala Harris will all be attending 9/11 memorial services in New York and Shanksville, Pennsylvania on this 23rd anniversary of the attacks. America's listening to Fox News.
All right, local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Good morning to all of you here as it is September 11th. Before we get to our news here, don't forget that Garden Plaza Cleveland is serving free breakfast to all first responders until 9 o'clock this morning. This is a full breakfast. Garden Plaza Executive Director Ken Boland invites all first responders to Garden Plaza. You've got until 9 o'clock. That is a full and delicious breakfast, complimentary breakfast to all first responders. In our news this morning, Darren Lopez Roque, age 41, arrested 30 miles from the Texas-Mexico border after being on the run less than 24 hours. Lopez wanted for the murder of 25-year-old Diana Garcia of Cleveland. The Cleveland Police Department worked closely with Texas Rangers and local law enforcement to track Roque down. Investigators continuing their efforts to bring Lopez back to Tennessee to face first-degree murder charges. And one other story we'll do here. Multiple school threats in Hamilton County on Tuesday. 3 separate threats of mass violence by students in Hamilton County schools. The first at Hickson Middle School, in which a student said he was going to, quote, shoot the gym up, end quote. The second incident at Red Bank Middle School, where a student claimed he had a bomb in his backpack. The third threat at Soddy Daisy Middle School, where school officials say a student threatened to, quote, shoot up the school, end quote. Each student charged with threats of mass violence and is being held at the Hamilton County Juvenile Detention Center. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office says that there are no threats to any of these schools. Local and state news at 11 minutes after 8. Coming up, we're going to talk with our friend Dan Good. Friend's a strong word, but Dan Good, General Manager of Crown, your home of Jeep and Ram in Southeast Tennessee. Bridget, we're going on a little mission here a little while, and tell me about that.
We are. I'm so excited to be able to do this with Dan from Crown. So we're going to be delivering lunch today from Firehouse Subs to a lot of our different first responders around town. So we look forward to being out and about with them and serving them and doing that later today.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777. All right, Mix 1041, and we're so proud to continue celebrating and highlighting what is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. And this is the month of gold. And this morning, we're putting the concentration on the Live in the Journey Foundation, the Live Foundation. Aaron Weatherford, of course, Liv's dad, is back with us. And Aaron, first of all, good morning again. And I know we were talking about the Gold Out game earlier, but I want to talk about your foundation. Just tell us about that.
Absolutely. First of all, appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me on again after the coaches when they took all the airtime.
Yes, that's right.
No, I appreciate it. So this foundation was essentially the brainchild of my child, and we just never made it to fruition before she passed. And some of the things we've already done are things that she was desperate to get to do, and she was very passionate about, to say, why doesn't that hospital have this? Why can't we do that for that person? So really, it's kind of always been there. But we're turning our pain essentially into passion and using what Olivia has always had passion for, and that's other people. And we're using that and to continue her legacy through the Live in the Journey Foundation. And we had such a following during her journey, and so many people were continuously asking, how can we help? What can we do? Where can we, and we were like, we don't know. I don't know. Just, if you want to do something, just do it. And I'm sure that's what we needed, because we were in such a position where it was like our brains are so foggy. We don't know. So for people to continue to rally around us, now that we have a little bit more of a clear head, knowing what we want to do, knowing what Olivia had on her little checklist of things that she wanted to get done for other people, we're like, well, yeah, let's just turn that. Let's kind of bring the direction into that and do that focus. So that's what we've done with our foundation.
So, first of all, how can people get information about the foundation?
Yeah, liveinthejourney.org, livinthejourney.org. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, social media platforms right now. And then, obviously, we share stuff locally. We are engaged where we can, but we just went live with our website. I'd probably say a couple months ago, but we just promoted it last week, kind of gearing up for this September day.
What do you, we're talking about Aaron Weatherford, talk about maybe a couple of examples of what you do.
Yeah, so our 3 pillars of the things that we want to do as an organization, we want to provide families with experiences, trips. We want them to have that moment, whether they're in treatment or out of treatment. We want them to have that time away to feel like we're just a family. Nothing is different than us. We're not in treatment. We don't have to worry about chemo, medicine, shots. So we try to send them on a trip. Another thing is working with research. Right now, we actually have our lemonade stands that we've been promoting. We had 58 different groups. I want to say about 40 of them 42 of them were in Cleveland. The rest were outside of the state of Tennessee, which is really cool. But 58 stands all saying, yes, we will set up for a couple hours and help fund your research, or not our research, obviously, but help fund pediatric cancer research. 100% of what we do from those stands are going to research through an organization called Fourth and Gold. And last year they funded a grant for $100,000 for neuroblastoma specifically, and they look for less toxic treatments for neuroblastoma and pediatric cancer patients, because some medicines that they have now were originally designed for adult cancers. And so anyways, we want to move that needle to help the kids in that way. And then the third is simple needs. So we try to support kids locally in ways that we feel like would benefit them and the family. So the first one we did was what Olivia said, why doesn't Erlanger have a happy cart? And we're like, okay. I'll say this, St. Jude spoiled her. So she's like, why doesn't it look like this? Why isn't the paint like that? There should be pictures that kids drew on the wall. Why isn't there a happy cart? We're like, okay, slow down. We'll work on that. So sure enough, we were able to turn her first birthday this past March into a celebration beyond any other, but it was definitely suited for her, where we asked people to bring toys, to bring gifts that we could put on the happy cart for these patients at Children's Erlanger or oncology department that they can get. So there's a box for toddlers, box for middle schoolers, box for teenagers, and just miscellaneous art stuff. We even have a box that's called the Live Box, and those are things that she loved to do. And so like arts, she loved unicorns, she loved creative writing or stickers and just designing things. So we have a box full of things like for her. And Sarah and I try to go at least once a month to push the cart to those kids so that we can kind of put our faces with this organization. And we continue to get Amazon boxes on our front porch, and we don't promote it, as often because we actually have a whole room dedicated now and organized full of things that are going on the happy cart. But it's all organized, and we make a trip up there, restock it, and it gets pushed around to all of the outpatient, all of the inpatient kiddos who are being treated during that week. So that's cool.
Aaron Weatherford and, of course, Sarah, of course, the real brains behind it, Sarah.
Absolutely.
And it's the Live in the Journey Foundation. And, just remind us of how people can find out all about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So liveinthejourney.org. As I mentioned, we have, he's on it, a website. And I know that her school has been, Candies Creek has been phenomenal. They have a popsicle day tomorrow for the students as a little mini fundraiser for our foundation. And what we try to do is, just try to do good. And purple is her color. And tomorrow, a lot of people are going purple. They're painting the town purple. So we're honored that that's kind of been a thing. And just to honor her on September 12th and recognize her and continue to use her legacy to make a difference and show kindness to everyone, because you don't know what people's journeys are, and that's one thing we found. It's all about perspective. Like, we were going through something terrible, we went through something awful, but we were constantly faced with people at Target, on the street, at the coffee shop, all over, who were sympathetic towards us. But at the same time, yes, we're going through something, but everyone's going through some type of storm. Everyone's going through some kind of journey. So it's not right for us to assume that ours is any worse or any different, because it impacts people in such a way. So we're trying to use our story to make good for the lives and families for pediatric cancer patients. So,
well, God bless you as Aaron and you and Sarah and your family. And we are going to continue to spotlight our local organizations this month. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it, buddy.
Thank you,
See
Bridget.
you Friday
Thank you,
night.
Steve.
All right, let's go to check up the streets right here. 19 after 8 a.m. Bridget?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate still looking good as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. At the YMCA all month long, take advantage of no joining fees. That's at the Cleveland Family YMCA. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org/Cleveland. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up. Do you need toilet paper? Sun Paper in Cleveland.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
During the afternoon and a high of 74. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 60 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Love supporting local? Then you'll love shopping with Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, your hometown dealer. We're happy to be part of this community and proud to serve you with the better way to buy and service. Plus, during the Make This the Summer event, you can drive new Ram trucks for as low as $45,000, and we'll deliver yours to your door. Visit your hometown dealer today. Crown Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, the better way to buy and service.
Good morning and welcome back. It is now 6:13 on this Wednesday morning, and as you're up and at 'em and stepping out the door, you probably notice temperatures are still comfortable. Now, it's not as chilly as it was yesterday morning, or cool, but it's still in the 50s in Cleveland and Athens at 58 and 59, 58 in Blue Ridge, 65 here in Chattanooga, and 62 in Dayton. So I'd call this a very comfortable morning. By the afternoon, we'll have more cloud cover, so temperatures may be a degree or two cooler than yesterday, reaching 88 in Chattanooga, 87 in Dayton, 81 in Murphy and Blue Ridge, and 86 down in Scottsboro. Now, we do have some cloud cover starting to stream in, all thanks to what is Hurricane Francine. Not a whole lot of rain here across the southeast just yet, but as we take a look at satellite and radar, here's a look at Category 1 storm Francine. About to bring some pretty heavy rain to the Louisiana coastline. Now, this is still several hours from landfall, probably going to be later this afternoon, somewhere along the central coast of Louisiana, just to the west of New Orleans. So this is going to continue to push to the northeast. And here's a better look at Francine. Again, where you see those whites and purples there, that means the storm's strengthening, the higher cloud tops. So tapping into some moisture up there, a lot of lightning with this. So not necessarily a defined eye wall, but we are seeing 90-mile-per-hour sustained winds around the center of circulation, and this is moving to the northeast at about 10 miles per hour. So it's going to be a pretty nasty day for those folks down in Louisiana, Mississippi, and coastal portions of Alabama. Hurricane warnings are posted in the red, tropical storm warnings in the blue. This will likely strengthen to Category 2 strength, maybe with 100-mile-per-hour maximum winds, and then move inland over the next couple of days, and then kind of just stall out just to our west as we move into the weekend. And that's going to bring us multiple rounds of rains. Now, our highest impact is going to be tomorrow and Friday. We could have wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, especially west of Chattanooga. There will be a low-end tornado threat as we get into your Thursday and maybe even Friday. This is going to be southwest of Chattanooga across Alabama, and we could have a few spotty power outages as well. So talking about that severe threat, you can see the yellow. That's going to be your highest risk into Birmingham, Montgomery. But we also have a marginal risk, which is just to the southwest of Chattanooga, including Jackson County. Low-end tornado threat. Again, we have these systems coming inland. You'll have a little bit of extra spin, and sometimes you can get a brief spin up or two. The highest risk going to be just to our south across Alabama and portions of central Georgia. So that's something we're going to watch pretty closely as we get into your Thursday. But for now, we're looking at a landfalling system a little bit later today. Rain going to stay away for your Wednesday, maybe a few showers tonight, and then this is going to continue to push into Mississippi. But notice the heaviest, more consistent rain going to be just to our west. However, we're going to have waves of moisture moving up as we continue into your Thursday. Sometimes the rain will be heavy and continue through the evening hours. Now, as we get into your Friday,
manager of Crown in Cleveland. Of course, Crown is your Southeast Tennessee home for Jeep and Ram, and also, Dan, the Crown Community Connection, which is going to be doing a big thing today. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Bridget.
It is. It's September 11th, and we all have memories of 23 years ago today. And I love what you're doing because you said, hey, you know what, I want to honor our first responders here locally. Is that right?
That's accurate. And like I said, first responders, it's been 23 years since that event in New York. But they've been around for 23 years after that. They've been around for whatever time before that, always doing their job. And you think about the pressure they go through every day. And, you know, here it is. What's my mistake? Oh, I didn't mean to sell you the blue one. You wanted the red car. You know what I mean? They're out, you know, saving lives. They're protecting. I have my own personal story. I remember being a young child. My mother was sick. My father couldn't be in the room for reasons. And this police officer, he's down on his knee as the EMTs are taking care of my mother, and I was the baby of 7. So I didn't understand. I only trusted my older brothers and sisters. And that police officer comforted them, which in turn comforted me. So, and then the next step, they could be out, you know, stopping an armed burglar. I mean, how do you wear those hats and keep it together every day? So anything you can do to take a little pressure off when the pressure isn't there, I'm in.
Absolutely. And Bridget, it is going to be a very special day. Tell us about Crown and Firehouse Subs today.
Yeah, so we're going to be delivering lunches to a lot of our first responders that are on duty today during lunch. So we are looking forward to that. We're going to be making stops at the Cleveland City Police Department, the Cleveland Fire Department headquarters, also EMA, 911, Bradley EMS as well. And so we're looking forward to that, looking forward to serving them today.
Yeah, and we're actually, Mixed TV is going to be chronicling this. So you'll be able to see some of the highlights. But, Dan, I mean, this truly is, you know, when you came up with this Crown Community Connection, this is really at the heart of it. I mean, what's going to happen today?
It really is. Again, it's just taking a few moments that they can depressurize, have something, you know, on the house, on the community. Because, again, everything we do is, you know, we can't do it without everybody in the community. So, like I said, we'll be delivering them today. I think it's 267 lunches.
Oh, man.
So not to get down to the narrow nitty-gritty, but we should also thank our friends at Firehouse Subs.
That's
because
right.
they are helping us out with this. Yep. So, you know, we expect it to be fully, you know, it's just a great opportunity to show appreciation and not to take away anything from 9/11. But keep in mind, I'm from Boston, and if you remember the Boston Marathon bombing, I mean, those guys ran into danger.
The next year.
Yeah.
The following year.
So it was, it's just, and how many stories are like that? So it's super awesome that 9/11 makes us remember every year. But for these guys, it happens every day. So for us to take one day, deliver them some food, God bless them.
I said the following year. It's 2013, I believe, was the Boston bomb. Is that right?
You know what? I'd have to ask Big Poppy. He was the one that, you know.
I think it. Yeah, that's right. I think so. We're joined by Dan Good, General Manager, Crown. Of course, your home of Jeep and Ram in Southeast Tennessee, two of the hottest brands in the world. What's happening at Crown? While I've got you here, I got to ask, what's going on there? Here we are. Can't believe it. Almost mid-September.
That's accurate. Right now, again, the 4XE, it started at the end of last month.
Why don't you keep pounding the table? Man, what are you, a preacher? We used to have a sign, didn't we, that said don't pound the table. All he's doing is this the whole time. Would you? Can you calm down?
Well, as lawyers say, if you know the law, pound the law. If you know the facts, go after the facts.
Like
if you don't know anything, just pound the table.
Oh yeah, you sound like a. What was this last night? You sound like a Church of God preacher. My Lord, Bridget, unbelievable.
When in Rome.
Come on. So what's happening, Dan? No good.
We got $15,000 off 4XE Jeep. You know, it's a great opportunity. The best deal. We sold 3 times as many Jeeps in the last half of last month with these 4XE special. than we had all year for a month. So it was fantastic. It got extended. It'll be here till September 30th. If you're interested, come on down. As always, I always say, there's no pressure in looking. You'll just find kind faces, and if you find a vehicle you like, we hope you take it home.
And, of course, other than yours, talking about kind faces, we will not describe your face here this morning, although I'm glad for our radio audience. Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, exit 20 off I-75, and looking forward, no kidding, to be with you, and we're all going out here a little while and heading to these wonderful first responders.
Appreciate what they do every day.
Thank you very much. It's the Crown Community Connection. And Crown, of course, your home in Southeast Tennessee for Jeep and Ram specifically. And, of course, the other brands. Exit 20 off I-75. We're going to come right back in just a moment. Wondering if the Town Squire is your one-stop?
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
At Mermaid Mattress, we've been obsessed with helping you sleep better for over 45 years.
And as a mom of a newborn, I understand the importance of a good night's sleep.
What happened to you?
Your grandson.
This Labor Day, we have the best deals on Mermaid mattresses right here in Chattanooga.
Like our memory foam or two-sided anniversary mattress in any size for only $5.95.
And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a business owner and looking to help your employees out with health care? Direct Primary Care Associates has helped Pastor Ed Lipsey and the staff at South Cleveland Church of God and their families.
One of my deacons, Tim Sams, brought the information to me about Direct Primary Health Care and shared with me what they did, and we reached out to them, and I thought it would be a good supplement for all of our staff members. And so my family and then all the staff members at South Cleveland are all on a plan here, and I think everyone has absolutely enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's definitely unique. It's like no other doctor's office that I've ever had in my life. It's nice to be able to make a phone call just to ask a question and not feel like that you're burdening your physician. They do a tremendous job of making themselves available to you, and I think that's a forgotten thing in most practices today. People have become just so busy, so distracted, so professional that availability doesn't seem to be as important as it was 40, 50 years ago. It's been one of the greatest relationships of my ministry.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Skies, occasional rain showers for the afternoon, a high of 74, a low of 67. Rain after midnight tomorrow, and then rain throughout the day on Friday. Potential for heavy rainfall, a high of 79. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 60 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
The best makes the best variety. Mix 104.1.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Lake Forest girls beat Ocoee 5-4. The Ocoee Middle boys tennis over Lake Forest 7-2. Vol calls tonight, 8 o'clock on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and ESPN Cleveland 101.3.com, presented by TVFCU from Calhoun's on the River of Bob Kessling, Coach Heupel, and more tonight. And we are already, of course, getting questions about especially the Walker Valley at Bradley game on Friday night, the big crosstown gold game, as we've been talking about this morning. Plus, Cleveland High School hosts Knoxville Fair. They're having Hispanic Heritage Night at Benny Monroe Stadium. At this point, everything is on schedule. There is no change in schedule because of the weather. The hurricane, which is expected to make landfall this morning, maybe midday in Louisiana. We will be getting weather off of that beginning tomorrow. But everything is still on schedule. Right now, James Cole joins us. James is here with Cleveland Business Services. James, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Doing well, thanks. How are you?
Doing good. Tell us about Cleveland Business Services.
Absolutely. So we are a small business just kind of go-to, right? Anybody who's got any kind of small business needs, we're happy to help with really anything. We do a lot of personal income tax, business tax solutions, accounting, payroll. Hey, I got this letter. What do I do with it? We help everybody, and we can help you one time or we can help you recurring, and just happy to help any way we can.
It's James Cole with Cleveland Business Services. I understand you're having a big grand opening this Saturday. Is that right?
We are, despite the rain, right? We're hoping. So our event is this Saturday. We're at 2407 Georgetown Road. The event is this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and we're hoping for that good little window, and they always say in Tennessee, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Wait 5 minutes,
So we'll go in and have some good barbecue. Martin over at the Rebel is catering us some barbecue and burgers in. I've got Amanda Silvers with Mama Liz's Kitchen, who's providing a bunch of sweets, and then we've got door prizes coming out the ears. We're going to have big bounce houses and a big bubble park for the kids, and just kind of trying to invite everybody over and see our new place and meet our wonderful team. We've got an amazing team structured around us, and we couldn't be more excited at what the future holds.
We're joined by James Cole, Cleveland Business Services for business and personal. Tell us what you do for people individually.
Really, for personal needs, we focus. There's not much tax-related we don't do. We don't do estates and trusts, but that's pretty much the only thing on the list of income taxes we can't help you with. Outside of that, we're churning out tax returns. The extension deadline is October 15th, so it's looming. I've met with a handful of people this week who are ready to get filed, so we're already working on tax returns. Personal tax returns start at $39. We try to stay affordable and reasonable. We're not trying to nickel and dime everybody to death, and we're just here to help. And that's my team. We've got such great people who just want to help, and I love the sincerity behind it all. My employees are great. And we just really enjoy helping people. And, you get those letters from the IRS, they can be somewhat intimidating. And then on a business level, here's the Department of Revenue sending you a letter once a week. What's this mean? Well, I've seen that same letter 12 times this week. So come talk to us about it. I'll be happy to help anything.
James Cole, Cleveland Business Services. Understand also you have a new app which is making it much easier.
Absolutely. So this is for our income tax prep, and I couldn't be more excited about this. So, I was with another office here in town for years, and have stepped away to do this thing by myself. And when I was speaking with our tax software people, they were like, you never utilized the app before, did you? And I said, an app? What do you mean an app? Tell me about it. And so we've already done about 15 returns through this app. I had one lady tell me, I just filed my taxes and didn't leave my bed. I was like, I know, how cool is that, right? But yeah, so if you're interested, we've got a website being built, and so there'll be a place where you can go download the app from there in the near future, hopefully. But in the meantime, simply call our office. It's 423-86-TAXES or 868-2937. I was really stoked about that phone number.
That's pretty good.
You can give us a call. We can text you a link, and you download the app, and we go from there. And can literally do the entire process without stepping out of your home.
What's that number again?
423-86-TAXES. 86 taxes.
423-86-TAXES.
Yeah,
pretty good.
868-2937. I've had a couple of people go, how do I spell words on my phone?
Well,
I'm like,
that's,
man, am I that old? But that was something normal when, I was very excited.
James Cole joins us, Cleveland Business Services. Anything you want to add here? Again, the grand opening, though, this Saturday. So you gave us the address on Georgetown. What's that close to, Georgetown Road?
We're across the road and up one lot from what us old Clevelanders know as Klingen Ridge Baptist Church.
Oh, sure. I know exactly.
Companion has purchased it now. And we're right next door to Mermaid Mattress.
Come on, Roger. Roger Pickett, Mermaid Mattress.
Roger is such a great guy. He's actually my new landlord. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple months ago.
What
a great guy.
Oh, no, that's he starts out nice.
Oh, don't tell me that. I've only known him for a couple of months. We bonded over the Go Vols, right? My office is orange and white. Right?
Oh, I love it.
And so, yeah, we bonded over that. And he's been nice to me, so now he's got me scared.
I don't know. He's gonna come out with a ball bat and break your knees at some point. I mean, he does me. I don't know. No, anyway, James Cole, Cleveland Business Services. Again, taxes, payroll, and accounting. We had a bunch of businesses listening right now. What do you say to those business people, specifically, maybe who've just tuned in, about what you can do for them?
Probably the thing I hear the most is my last accountant didn't communicate. My last accountant has had my stuff for 3 months, and I don't know what's going on. My last accountant talked to me like I was, talked over my head and made me feel incompetent. We're down-to-earth people, man. Come to our house. That's what we call it because it's a house-looking office. Come to our house, man. Sit down. We'll have a cup of coffee. I'm no better than nobody. We'll chat on layman's terms, and our office is key on communication. We make sure that we're clearly communicating both ways, and I feel that that's the missing piece to the accounting puzzle that businesses face. Tax and accounting, you know how to dig ditches, you know how to do plumbing, you know how to do electrical, let us do our thing. You can go focus on what you do, and we'll take care of all of your finance and tax needs.
I love it. And then James Cole here again, Cleveland Business Services. And one more time, the big grand opening this Saturday. Remind us about it, James.
Yes, sir. So it is this Saturday, the 14th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Anybody's welcome, whether you're new to us or you're an existing client. I welcome us all. We're going to have tons of barbecue and burgers and sweets and treats and just good times. We've got a table full of door prizes, and we'll have bounce houses for the kids, and we're setting up a little bubble thing that the kids will have a fun time with. If the weather will hold out, and if it rains, let's go dance in the rain together, my friend.
There we go.
Right?
Now we're talking. All right, that number one more time here, James. Cleveland Business Services. How do they reach you?
Absolutely. You can give our office a call at 423-86-TAXES. That's 423-868-2937. And we're at 2407 Georgetown Road, right next door to Mermaid Mattress.
James, pleasure meeting you, buddy.
Hey,
and,
absolutely.
All the best to you, and especially all the best with Roger. You got to watch out for Cindy Pickett, too.
I'll keep my eye
And their
on
daughter's having a birthday today, so you may want to make her a cake or something.
Absolutely. A tax cake.
No cake like a tax cake. Good deal. James, a pleasure meeting you.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. Cleveland Business Services, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's take a quick break right here. Actually, a little break for some music. Imagine that. We'll come right back with Winona. Winona is right now. Mix 104.1. Good morning.
Morning and welcome back. It is now 6:13 on this Wednesday morning, and as you're up and at 'em and stepping out the door, you probably notice temperatures are still comfortable. Now, it's not as chilly as it was yesterday morning, or cool, but it's still in the 50s in Cleveland and Athens at 58 and 59, 58 in Blue Ridge, 65 here in Chattanooga, and 62 in Dayton. So I'd call this a very comfortable morning. By the afternoon, we'll have more cloud cover, so temperatures may be a degree or two cooler than yesterday, reaching 88 in Chattanooga, 87 in Dayton, 81 in Murphy and Blue Ridge, and 86 down in Scottsboro. Now, we do have some cloud cover starting to stream in, all thanks to what is Hurricane Francine. Not a whole lot of rain here across the southeast just yet, but as we take a look at satellite and radar, here's a look at Category 1 storm Francine. About to bring some pretty heavy rain to the Louisiana coastline. Now, this is still several hours from landfall, probably going to be later this afternoon, somewhere along the central coast of Louisiana, just to the west of New Orleans. So this is going to continue to push to the northeast. And here's a better look at Francine. Again, where you see those whites and purples there, that means the storm's strengthening, the higher cloud tops. So tapping into some moisture up there, a lot of lightning with this. So not necessarily a defined eye wall, but we are seeing 90-mile-per-hour sustained winds around the center of circulation. And this is moving to the northeast at about 10 miles per hour. So it's going to be a pretty nasty day for those folks down in Louisiana, Mississippi, and coastal portions of Alabama. Hurricane warnings are posted in the red, tropical storm warnings in the blue. This will likely strengthen to Category 2 strength, maybe with 100-mile-per-hour maximum winds, and then move inland over the next couple of days, and then kind of just stall out just to our west as we move into the weekend. And that's going to bring us multiple rounds of rains. Now, our highest impact is going to be tomorrow and Friday. We could have wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, especially west of Chattanooga. There will be a low-end tornado threat as we get into your Thursday and maybe even Friday. This is going to be southwest of Chattanooga across Alabama, and we could have a few spotty power outages as well. So talking about that severe threat, you can see the yellow. That's going to be your highest risk into Birmingham, Montgomery. But we also have a marginal risk, which is just to the southwest of Chattanooga, including Jackson County. Low-end tornado threat. Again, we have these systems coming inland. You'll have a little bit of extra spin, and sometimes you can get a brief spin up or two. The highest risk going to be just to our south across Alabama and portions of central Georgia. So that's something we're going to watch pretty closely as we get into your Thursday. But for now, we're looking at a landfalling system a little bit later today. Rain going to stay away for your Wednesday, maybe a few showers tonight, and then this is going to continue to push into Mississippi. But notice the heaviest, more consistent rain going to be just to our west. However, we're going to have waves of moisture moving up as we continue into your Thursday. Sometimes the rain will be heavy and continue through the evening hours. Now, as we get into your Friday and even into the weekend, the system kind of just stalls out. So we're going to be on the east side, so we're still going to be able to tap into that Gulf moisture. And it looks like we're going to have multiple rounds of rain Friday as well, as we have a stationary boundary kind of just set up shop right over us. And then this low pressure going to try to sink back to the south. So as we get into your Saturday and even Sunday, we're going to have more rain here across the Tennessee Valley. In fact, there's going to be a pretty good swath of 2 to even 5 inches across Middle Tennessee down into Mississippi. Here locally, I'm thinking anywhere from 1 to 3 inches, still a pretty good bet. Again, we're very close to that heaviest swath of rain. So if the system wants to push just a little further to the east, we're going to see higher amounts.
Central, where she's part of the Vocal Motion Show Choir, also Student Council Beta Club, and that is from Mom, Dad, and Lucy. Andrew and Annie Altman, they celebrated their 3rd wedding anniversary yesterday. Andrew works over at Volunteer Energy. Jeannie Carden is celebrating today. That's from her daughter. Sherry Greenwood is having a birthday today. That's from her daughter-in-law. Corbin Sluter celebrating today, social studies teacher at Lake Forest. And then Shirley Williams is having a birthday today. And then Mayor Brooks tells us she's also retiring after 48 years today from Church of God headquarters. So
Wow.
big birthday celebration, big retirement celebration.
And she told Kevin, take this job and shove it.
Pretty much.
No, I've known Shirley for years, so she's at 48 years at headquarters.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So yeah, Shirley, have a great birthday and happy retirement.
And here's what I can't wait for. Hey, Shirley, if you need any help when she writes her tell-all book about her time at headquarters, I'm sure we can find you a publisher other than Pathway Press, but anyway, I can't wait for that tell-all to come out. And hey, Shirley, I'll help you with it. No, we think the world of Shirley. That's a big deal. So it's her birthday today.
And
she's getting out.
Retirement, yes.
Take this job and shove it. Hey, we were there. Let me say this real fast. So Chamber of Coffee was at the Church of God headquarters. First time I can ever remember it being there. Man, did they do a great job, and despite Cameron Fisher and Mayor Brooks, but no, I got to meet the new general overseer, Gary Lewis. Of course, I asked him if he was Jerry Lewis's son. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. This diamond ring doesn't dun da da dee dee dee.
I'm sure he liked that.
He started singing with me, no kidding. So got to meet him, but huge turnout yesterday. Really, really great job that the general headquarters did. And I told Jimmy Logan, I said, well, I feel like I'm walking into the empty stocking fund because they only let me there once a year. My picture's up over there, but no, they did a great job hosting the Chamber Coffee yesterday. But Shirley, happy retirement, happy birthday. Man, she's great.
All right, we'll call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
We have a full morning of news, but you can find that on our website at, by the way, our brand new redesigned website, mymix1041.com.
This news update is brought to you by Kelly Paul with Bender Realty.
Hey there, I'm Kelly Paul, your trusted realtor, celebrating 30 years. I will guide you every step of the way. Call me, Kelly Paul, at Bender Realty, your realtor since 1994.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on Northley Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate still looking great as well. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The Volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up. This traffic report is brought to you by Milligan Vein. Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better within a day. Visit milliganvein.com or call 423-961-5682.
Hey guys, this is Dan Good from Crown. Just reminding you that Crown...
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
Purchase any Tempur-Pedic mattress set from this area's original Tempur-Pedic dealer, Mermaid Mattress.
For today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 89 and a low of 66 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with rain later in the afternoon, a high of 74 and a low of 67 with more rain after midnight tomorrow. And then rain throughout the day on Friday, potential for heavy rainfall with a high of 79. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 61 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar this morning, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is sponsored by George Gray Allstate Insurance. Give him a call at 423-479-5431. You're in good hands with Allstate and George Gray.
The best.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
The Mix 1041 Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute and Vein Clinic to remind you that if you are experiencing leg pain, do not hesitate to act quickly. It could save your limbs. Today, let's talk about peripheral artery disease, or PAD. PAD affects over 21 million Americans, often causing leg pain and difficulty walking, but many people are unaware they have it. PAD occurs when plaque builds up on the inside walls of the arteries that carry blood from the heart to the legs and feet. The arteries harden and narrow, a process called atherosclerosis. PAD may also involve hardened and narrowed arteries to the heart and brain, causing an increased risk of heart attack or stroke. You're at a greater risk if you're a smoker, have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or family history. Early detection and treatment are crucial. VIC is the only vascular practice that welcomes self-referrals and offers timely appointments. They are accepting new patients. They offer 5 convenient locations. Vascular Institute of Chattanooga.com.
Maybe it began with a little girl following a kaleidoscope of butterflies to a place beyond her dreams. But then it became a real kaleidoscope that you can walk and fly through, where we don't just welcome you, we celebrate you. As the colors swirl and spin, there's definitely beauty in this place, but it's also in those around you, and the memories will live in our hearts forever.
Dollywood, love every moment.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Dad, what do you want? I'm a little busy right now.
I've been thinking about this whole labor thing.
Yeah, me too.
Great. Well, if we offer up to $700 off Tempur-Pedic, you think we ought to throw in the free delivery too?
I'm talking about being in labor. I am not talking to you about Mermaid's Labor Day sales event right now.
Oh. Right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic or up to $900 on Stearns & Foster, plus get free local delivery.
Only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
Judy, how are you?
Doing great.
Well, I know you've got a big event coming up Friday. Tell us about it.
We do. Leave your superstitions at home on Friday the 13th and instead come down to First Presbyterian, 7 o'clock. It's free. Animal crackers. All stories told by regional and local tellers, all about animals.
Oh, wow. Why animals Friday the 13th?
Well,
is there a reason?
No. Friday the 13th happened to be a date we were all available and the church was available.
Hey, Judy, you know, we got a lot of new people in Cleveland. Let's talk about the Cleveland Storytelling Guild. Tell us about it.
Oh, it's great. It's a great way to meet people, and it's a great way if you're in a business or a church leader or anything and you have to talk to people and you're a little hesitant. We're great to help you ease into that. You know, we used to have Toastmasters here.
I know.
And
I may have known a Toastmaster at one time.
I knew a Toastmaster, too.
Yes.
But instead of that...
Good morning, Jerry Hawes.
Oh, yeah. My husband was.
Oh, yeah, so was I.
But instead of that, everybody has a story to tell.
Yes.
And we help you tell that story.
That's right.
And we're a non-threatening environment. Come and see us. We shout out to the Cleveland Library. We meet there the second Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
Come and go. We always have stories. We
Sure.
Sometimes we'll have an educational element because we are a guild, not a club.
Okay.
And that's the difference. We want to improve. So visitors are welcome. You don't have to tell. If you just want to come in here,
Sure.
that's fine.
Sure. How long have you been doing this, Judy?
Oh, since I've been doing it since the late 90s.
Wow. What got you involved in it?
It was crazy. Back at church, there was this lady I admired so much. I was a young mom, a youngish mom, and she was one of those ladies. I wanted to be like her when I grew up. And I always wanted to play piano, but I grew up in a house that didn't have a piano. There was only one piano teacher in the whole town I grew up in. And we were invited to an event, and I thought, I don't want to, this is storytelling, I don't know what this is. And she got up and told a story. She didn't have to have props. She didn't have to have an instrument. She just got up and told something from her heart.
Wow.
And I said, I can talk. I can do that.
Wow. Wow.
And she invited me to the meeting, and it just...
The rest is history.
The rest is absolutely history.
Wow. That's great. And because of your admiration for someone else.
That's how we get a lot of people sometimes. Somebody
Is that
admires-
right?
It is. A personal invitation. Hey, I enjoy doing this. Why don't you come try it out?
Sure.
Now, we've been at events and tried to get people, and we've gotten a few people.
Sure.
But the personal invitation, it's like inviting somebody to church.
Yeah. How important is story? We're drawn by Judy Baker, Cleveland Storytelling Guild. How important is storytelling just to maybe to keep history alive, to keep that sort of thing?
Exactly. Family history, that's one thing we do like to emphasize. If you're lucky enough to still have a grandparent in your life, sit down now.
Mm-hmm.
Take your phone, because we can do it with the phone now. We
Sure.
used to do it with a camera with my parents. Sit down with your phone. Just say, and don't say, hey, just tell me something, because they're going to say, I don't know anything. Say, what was school like? What did you do at Christmas? Tell me about the house you grew up in. Just little things like that. That will get them started, and you've got your family history. Folklore was handed down before we had scientific methods. How did the stars come to be? Well, why does the moon look like it's got a face in it? People made up stories about the unknown, so it became known and wasn't so scary anymore.
Wow. Been part of us forever.
It has. It has.
The Cleveland Storytelling Guild. All right, Judy, this Friday, remind us of the details, please.
Okay, come to Animal Crackers on Friday the 13th, 7 o'clock. First Presbyterian Church, 433 North Ocoee Street. We'll be in the Fellowship Hall. It's free, family friendly. It'll last, about an hour, hour and a half. We'll have a short intermission because we're going to have animal crackers and lemonade.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Hey, Judy, thanks for what you do in keeping this wonderful art alive. And Remind me of your monthly meetings again.
We meet monthly on the second Tuesday of the month in the community room of the Cleveland-Bradley County Public Library at 7 o'clock. Tellers and listeners are welcome.
All right. Our friend Judy Baker doing a great job. And, of course, the Cleveland Storytelling Guild. How could they find out more information? Is there any way to do that?
The easiest way would probably be to email me.
Okay.
That would be tell1, Tellone, 406 at gmail.com.
All right. Thank you, Judy. Great to see you as always.
Thanks.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Mix 1041 is WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next. Presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News. I'm CJ Papa. Both candidates on the attack at the presidential debate in Philadelphia. Vice President Kamala Harris.
I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America.
Now, former President Trump discussing the high prices Americans deal with every day under the Biden-Harris administration.
They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country.
And both comments from the ABC News presidential debate. The Harris campaign calling for a second debate. Donald Trump was asked about the possibility earlier on Fox and Friends.
Well, I'd be less inclined to because we had a great night. We won the debate.
The remembrances today on 9/11 for the victims' loss at the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Hurricane Francine, hours away from landfall along the Louisiana coast. America is listening to Fox News.
At Wholesale Supply, we're more than just a plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we take pride in helping our neighbors protect the foundations of their homes. Now, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years' experience serving Tennessee homeowners.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. But with the same local team, our customers know and trust.
And we're ready to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
At Mermaid Mattress, we've been obsessed with helping you sleep better for over 45 years.
1041.
Good morning and welcome back. It is now 6:13 on this Wednesday morning, and as you're up and at 'em and stepping out the door, you probably notice temperatures are still comfortable. Now, it's not as chilly as it was yesterday morning, or cool, but it's still in the 50s in Cleveland and Athens at 58 and 59, 58 in Blue Ridge, 65 here in Chattanooga, and 62 in Dayton. So I'd call this a very comfortable morning. By the afternoon, we'll have more cloud cover, so temperatures may be a degree or two cooler than yesterday, reaching 88 in Chattanooga, 87 in Dayton, 81 in Murphy and Blue Ridge, and 86 down in Scottsboro. Now, we do have some cloud cover starting to stream in, all thanks to what is Hurricane Francine. Not a whole lot of rain here across the southeast just yet, but as we take a look at satellite and radar, here's a look at Category 1 storm Francine. About to bring some pretty heavy rain to the Louisiana coastline. Now, this is still several hours from landfall, probably going to be later this afternoon, somewhere along the central coast of Louisiana, just to the west of New Orleans. So this is going to continue to push to the northeast. And here's a better look at Francine. Again, where you see those whites and purples there, that means the storm's strengthening, the higher cloud tops. So tapping into some moisture up there, a lot of lightning with this. So not necessarily a defined eye wall, but we are seeing 90-mile-per-hour sustained winds around the center of circulation, and this is moving to the northeast at about 10 miles per hour. So it's going to be a pretty nasty day for those folks down in Louisiana, Mississippi, and coastal portions of Alabama. Hurricane warnings are posted in the red, tropical storm warnings in the blue. This will likely strengthen to Category 2 strength, maybe with 100-mile-per-hour maximum winds, and then move inland over the next couple of days, and then kind of just stall out just to our west as we move into the weekend. And that's going to bring us multiple rounds of rains. Now, our highest impact is going to be tomorrow and Friday. We could have wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, especially west of Chattanooga. There will be a low-end tornado threat as we get into your Thursday and maybe even Friday. This is going to be southwest of Chattanooga across Alabama, and we could have a few spotty power outages as well. So talking about that severe threat, you can see the yellow, that's going to be your highest risk into Birmingham, Montgomery. But we also have a marginal risk, which is just to the southwest of Chattanooga, including Jackson County. Low-end tornado threat. Again, we have these systems coming inland. You'll have a little bit of extra spin, and sometimes you can get a brief spin up or two. The highest risk going to be just to our south across Alabama and portions of central Georgia. So that's something we're going to watch pretty closely as we get into your Thursday. But for now, we're looking at a landfalling system a little bit later today. Rain going to stay away for your Wednesday, maybe a few showers tonight, and then this is going to continue to push into Mississippi. But notice the heaviest, more consistent rain going to be just to our west. However, we're going to have waves of moisture moving up as we continue into your Thursday. Sometimes the rain will be heavy and continue through the evening hours. Now, as we get into your Friday.
Good morning, Bridget.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks so much for calling in. So we all love Dollywood here in Southeast Tennessee. It's a great place to be, but especially this time of the year. Tell us what's happening.
Oh, yeah. Well, we are just starting our Harvest Festival. And, you know, I love Dollywood during all times of the year. Like, the summer is super fun. But I feel like the park really comes alive during the fall. You know, you've got the seasons changing, the leaves falling in the Smokies. It's just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous time of year to be here.
We're talking with Eve Thompson with Dollywood. So tell us, what can we expect at Dollywood here in the coming weeks?
You know, we've got some awesome decor inspired by the season. We have more than 12,000 pumpkins throughout the park. We've got giant pumpkins, actually, that come from growers across the East Coast, and they weigh up to 1,500 pounds, so you got to see those. We also have, you know, some great food offerings. If you like pumpkin, we've got, you know, pumpkin bisque. We've got hickory smoked ribs with pumpkin spiced rub. But if you don't, we've also got other fall flavors, and you can taste them all with our tasting pass, which is 5 different food and beverage options for one price. We also have some really awesome entertainment. We've got Southern gospel, bluegrass, jazz, country. There's something for everyone. And of course, you know, we have our local craftspeople who come in. We've got fall-scented candles, handmade wreaths, handcrafted instruments. It's a really great place to be.
Again, we're talking with Eve Thompson with Dollywood. Dollywood really is unique in the fact that it's for everybody. It doesn't matter what your age, you're going to find something that you love at Dollywood.
Exactly. That is so true. We've got rides for every member of the family. Our newest coaster, Big Bear Mountain, is a family coaster. It doesn't go above a certain height, and it gets fast, but it doesn't get too fast. So grandma can ride it with the grandkids. And then we've got, Wild Eagle, which goes upside down if you're more of a thrill seeker. We've got the kiddie rides in all areas of the park. Just a great place to be for all members of the family.
And it's not too early to mention Christmas. I know you guys roll right into that right after the fall season.
Absolutely. Our Smoky Mountain Christmas is coming up, and we actually just won a really awesome Legend Award, Amusement Today's Golden Ticket Award for the best Christmas event, legendary status for our Smoky Mountain Christmas. We're really excited.
That's awesome. I know the best way for people to enjoy Dollywood is with a season pass so that they can keep coming back all year long.
Yes, absolutely. We are still selling season passes for 2024, and pretty soon we are going to get into our 2025 season pass. Not quite yet, but keep checking our website, Dollywood.com, for more information on that.
All right, Eve, anything else you'd like to add here before we go?
Just that it's a wonderful time of year. We're so thankful for all of our guests, and, it's a really great place to be with your whole family. And we're grateful for all of our guests that are coming to see us this season.
All right, that's Eve Thompson. It's great to hear from Dollywood. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you so much.
All right. Keep it here, Mix 104.1 WCLE. The early